How is it going, everybody, and welcome to my prototype deck. Prototype deck literally because I just had the idea in my head to build it since I saw some of these prototype creatures and now I try to utilize it. Sadly, I don't have all my wild cards to really finalize my version, but I promise you with the time, as soon as I get more wild cards and more cards in general, you see maybe I run here totally on zero. I need a little bit more mythics because all these prototype things are so expensive. They're all mythics and I need a little bit more of it to just have the final version of it. This version is half done, but it already performs on a really good level and I think you will enjoy the gameplay part. This is why definitely check it out. What we are trying to do is definitely playing our creature from the prototype cost, so it's always usually reduced to 3 or 4. You see we have here the Steel Seraph that can play for 3, it's a 3/3 angel and then it can give something flying, lifelink or vigilance. Similar is here Combat Thresher, it's a 7 mana but we can prototype it for 3, so it's a 1/1 double striker that when it enters the battlefield we draw a card. And then we have, okay, of course, our Fleshgorger that wins a lot of games, surprisingly a lot of games, because it doesn't have haste, but it has ward, pay life as much as its power, so we can prototype it for 3 and then it comes as a 3/3. But there is a trick. If we play it as a prototype, we can blink it with our Touch of the Realm, Touch of the Spirit Realm, or our Undying Malice to re-enter the battlefield as the non-prototype version. And hear me here out. First, I run this card, this one, Hallowed Respite. This card is not good. This card, there must be so many things going right, because this is a sorcery. So many things must going right that you have a value out of this card that is almost not worth it. It's not worth it. If you want to fully go in, and this is what I will do as soon as I have more wild cards, as soon as I have more of my Steel Seraph, more of my Fleshgorgs, I will just increase Touch the Spirit Realm, because for 2 mana we can channel it. Channel, you cannot interrupt with it, right? And then we can exile something and return it to the battlefield at the end of the end step, opponents or yours, whatever. So if I go 4 of this and all 4 of this, it's much better than this Howler Respite, because I can channel it anytime, in opponent's turn, in my turn, whenever I want. So this is why don't craft this card, don't use it, don't even think about it, because maybe some people thought about it, hey, I can blink it. Not with Howler Respite, right? You can blink it with Touch of the Spirit Realm, but also with Undying Malice if opponent tries to interact with it, or you attack and opponent is stepped out or whatever, and opponent blocks it and think he trades with it, you can play it, and then they come back as these huge creatures, not prototypes anymore, the original version of this card. So you save yourself a lot of mana, gain the mana advantage this way, and also have a big creature. And I put this everything in a Esper shell. You see maybe here Gixian Puppeteer doesn't need to be in the deck, I just added it because I drew 2 of them. Path of Peril, too many soldiers, we need to peril it all. Kaito, Esper Shell, Kaito and Wandering Emperor, team like this, you know it. Raffine, amazing for card draw, and with Raffine our Teferi is an amazing creature. Suddenly when we start drawing 3-4 cards, similar here to our Puppeteer, Gixian Puppeteer, as soon as we draw more cards we gain more advantage. Similar to Teferi, we get more advantage, but Teferi has also the other side with -2. He creates this spirit token with vigilance that grows every time we draw a card, we put a counter on this token. So it's also amazing because we have a lot of card draw. Prototypes have card draws, but also of course our Raffine, Kaito has card draw, Teferi himself has built-in card draw, and the rest here. Stenn, I want to point out this creature is actually super good. You will see it in the gameplay part. I can play we can name something that is not creature and not land, right? So you can name planeswalkers. We have a bunch of planeswalkers here. You can name artifacts. We have a bunch of artifacts here to play out just for cheaper, and this effect is just amazing because you can also endless block with it. If you have at the end game a lot of mana left and the opponent tries to attack, you can block with it and then exile it, return it to the battlefield back, so you have a free blocker every turn, and you can rename something. So if you top deck, for example, a Wandering Emperor or whatever, or you have another multiple planeswalkers or multiple your artifacts, you can just rename it and then play it for cheap. With this being said, mana base is a little bit chaotic, but you will see. With this being said, let's go straight to the gameplay now. Welcome everybody to this beautiful prototype deck against Tum Tum. Really cool name, and I'm really excited to play this deck because I just spent my whole wild cards on it. All wild cards just on this. And we're gonna see. Here is actually not a bad hand to go second. We have a lot of planeswalkers that we can play a turn earlier. Yes. It's if the stand survives. So Stenn can obviously not choose a type that is creature. Okay? But Stenn can choose planeswalkers and artifacts. And you see here. And depending on how our hand is looking, we can play these things a little bit earlier in the game. So like now here, for example, Kaito for 2 mana. Or Wandering Emperor for 3 mana. Or Teferi for 4 mana. Most likely Stenn will see a removal, but this is not bad because we have Steel and the Steel thingy booming that will allow me to.
No more distractions. Let's make this quick.
That will allow me to go next turn for a lot of things. Okay, let's go play you. And do I really want to play you? Flying Vigilance and Lifelink. So this is better when already a creature is on the board. This is why let's play Kaito. Lose some life is okay. Minus Kaito, create a 1/1 token. This will help us to deal with Lily. And here we have Duress. Sure, go for Duress. Go for Duress, my friend. Mono black Duresses. We have here Wandering Emperor. My opponent needs to be careful. Wow. Did he really just double discard me?
We all have things we'd rather.
Tefes can go. Sure. No blocks. No blocks, my friend. Can I play you in something else at the same time? No. But I can play you. No, you. You for 2. Draw an additional card. Let's see what we draw. Okay, another one. It's okay. Let's go after Lily.
You know,
and then draw another card.
there's a corpse.
I know something.
A land will be better, but hey, we draw 2 cards and no lands on top, so it's okay. Now, Underdog. Oh, sure. Okay. Each plane discards a card, and we discard. Yo. Because I cannot hit Phyrexian thingy. But Underdog, gonna go here. Gonna go fast. Trading. It's actually good. This is actually good. You think he has... Scheiße. If he has Emo of Despair, then this will be too devastating. Too devastating because it will deal with the Spirit Realm. So first let's go and see what we're gonna draw.
I really don't have time.
Draw a card. Okay, Black Source.
That now?
You, and then I can play you. Autopay. Say artifact. Yes. Then I can play you as an artifact. Autopay. Yes. And draw a card of it. Yes. You like it, huh? Like it. You like it. Yeah, if he attacks with Phyrexian, obviously we're gonna put it into the way. Otherwise, we're gonna let most things through. With this card...
We all have things we'd rather forget.
Yeah, because I'm currently looking to start Gixi this opponent. I think this sounds good, no? This sounds good. That's okay. Ooh. Bro, if I would knew that this is the outcome...
You're gonna regret that.
Now this is a juicy secret.
Drain, but without animation like from Schröder. Drain, drain, drain. Okay, sure. Oh, bro, you are not gonna like what you're gonna see. You are not gonna like what you're gonna see. And he redraws me a card too. This is why I'm not a big fan of this card. I don't know why people were so hyped. Back then when it came out in Crimson WoW, people were like, oh, this is so good. Like a 1-drop that takes your best creature or best card in the late game. Bro, I have 3 of the best cards in my hand. What do you want to take? And maybe you give me a better card in my hand. You know what I mean? Like, okay. Discard, sure. Discard you. Who cares? And now we are starting. And now we are just starting.
Watch it.
Watch it. B.
There's no secret I can't uncover.
This is what I mean. 2 of the Puppeteer. Bam, bam. Sure, there's legendary Puppeteer's Note. If we have 2 Puppeteers, bam, bam. He needs to be really careful, because this can go for lethal really, really fast, especially with the Raffine. And I think he knows it. He cannot really attack, you know, because Raffine, there's 4 damage, 8 damage, this is 12 damage already. And my opponent should have plus the Lily first.
Nobody knows Dominaria's shadows like me.
Sure, you can minus her. I can get rid of the token.
I've always hated crows.
Not a biggie. Now I can play you. Autopay. Black Source open. Say атакуйте, all in the face. Put 1 here. We draw 2 lands. We say Gold for Throat is out, and Mainland I don't want anymore. We draw cards, we drain our opponent. Now he can decide how he wanna block what he wants to block, because the Puppeteer will come back. Stronger, better, bigger. Stronger, better, bigger. And we're gonna draw a card. And we're gonna reanimate things. Artifact. And we're gonna plus it.
Now this
And we're gonna play it. Now this is a juicy turn. This is what I call a juicy turn. Tum Tum, thank you for your game. Amazing. Let's go next, I will say. What's wrong with this victory screen that it takes ages until it gives me a tick? Let's go next. And here we are against Fuldrin. In German it's a little bit weird what it means, but I think in other languages it's okay. It's actually a good hand. Tap land into you, into... I'm not sure, artifact? Or go for refine. Yeah, we go for refine. I forgot that I'm missing another blue or white source, but it's okay. Prevent some damage, because who knows what my opponent is running. Maybe there is something dangerous. Right now just with token, because I think Resolute will also eat a removal spell. No, it doesn't. Okay. Not the best draw, but okay. Gixian Puppeteer can be next. 3 mana. Okay. I will put now Resolute into the way, of course. Because just to prevent some damage, 3 mana, who knows what my opponent has. If he plays Graveyard Trespasser, obviously. Obviously an amazing play from my opponent. We go with you. Can we go with you? No. You? No. Sure, let's go with you. Raffine can help me a little bit. Can help me a little bit, maybe also to grow the Teferi. Wow. A little bit too much perfect answers from my opponent, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see what we're gonna do. Oh. Wow. What a turn from my opponent, and exile it too. Just unbelievable, I would say. Okay. Let's go and check what my opponent has there in the hand. Okay. And shoulder too. Lily can go. Let's go with you and say artifacts. Let's see if my opponent top decks a land to play his Shredder. Wow. I mean, opponent cannot top deck more perfectly, huh? This is just...
think you can win?
Just embarrassing. 3 mana, and he top decks everything for 3 mana that deals with my board. Like, everything, literally. There is nothing I can do, right? There is nothing I can do, and this is how it is sometimes. Sure. Happens. Yeah. Let's go next. Let's go next. Salute on my opponent. Very good draws, very good deck if you build it like this to function with 3 mana, but we're gonna go and check out the next one. And here we are against SRB2 Extreme. SRB2 Extreme, okay. We go first, finally, guys. Hey, super good, huh? Super good. Let's go here with the tap land. Maybe we top deck something to play Stenn on curve. Calling it for artifacts, can double play the Thresher. Yes, something. No, this is also tap land. Doesn't really matter, right? Let's go with you. Doesn't really matter. Because the Combat Thresher will be next. Let's see what we get out of it. Underdog, okay, sure. Underdog is okay, let's go with you. Draw a card, put a double striker into the play. No blocks. No blocks, my friend, no blocks. Let's see. You have something new until now? Oh, he is Mishra, huh? Mishra Melder. Mishra the Melder. Can I play you and you? No. So let's see if he has Mishra to melt. I hope so. Otherwise it will be really funny. Combat Thresher. Let's go with Wandering Emperor and exile the Dragon Engine just so we cannot melt.
I've learned much during my travels.
Minus on you, so you don't also get to unearth it because it's dead. It's an exile effect, so if you have some saves, it will not save it. But let's see what my opponent has there. Sun Hostel is also a sorcery. Blast is also, you need a little bit more to blast the Wandering Emperor. It's a 3, 4, yeah. Scourge, of course. Oh, good thinking, huh? Good thinking. Sure. Obviously. Why not? Why not, I will say. I create you, brings me nothing. But if I play you, and then I play you, give you +1/+1, you will be a 4. What if I play you and then I have 3 left? Then I can play for double black you still, right? Let's play you. Say artifact. And then I can play you. I think like this is better. Draw here a card. Give it a +1/+1. Give it a +1/+1. Now it's a 2/2 with double strike and first strike. Not that it's battering because double strike is going first anyway, because double strike is a first strike including a second strike. So double strike is always better than the first strike. And then we're gonna see if my opponent has another something else here, because until now I didn't saw a note from my opponent. Really interesting what he's playing, and will be nice to see a little bit more of him. And next turn we can already Phyrexian Fleshgorger for really much. Right? Right. Okay. So let's go like this. Let's see if my opponent wanna let it through or he wanna block it with it.
We've got the edge in this.
Before we do anything. Okay. But it's first strike. Is there a reason my opponent does it? No? Okay. You think he has a sweeper? What can he have? Black, black. Doesn't have anything else. I don't think he has a sweeper. Well, let's play him. I don't think he has a sweeper. I think he has mostly interaction. So, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. Next turn I can Teferi and draw cards. A lot of cards. Sure enough, of course. Oof. It's not gonna like it. I can prototype you, right? Doesn't matter really. Prototype you, I can prototype you. Draw another card. Opponent gonna drain me, but who cares? I can plus on you. And then I give you flying. Flying. Attack with both of you. And this is lethal. No words needed. No words needed. Let's go next. And here we are against Blood Mage. I forgot a little bit to start the intro. I'm sorry, professional YouTuber here. How is it going? How are you doing? And Raffine will enter the battlefield next turn. My opponent is... What the hell? Are you mono red? Are you mono red? I think he's mono red. Boys and girls, he's mono red. We're gonna see next turn what we can do here. My turn. Raffine. Reinforcement, Resolute plus Raffine will be a really good turn for us. Let's see if my opponent wants to sweep or something else, but otherwise, really good turn for us. Yes. So let's go with you. Let's see what we can draw. We don't need so much crashers here, but they are not bad too. I need a land. So let's go in. Let's go. Blood Mage. Let me go in. Blood Mage doesn't click through. There's some interaction, huh, for Raffine. Let's go here on the token. Just in case my opponent has something. Let me see what he has. Wow. And no lands. Upbraid me, daddy. Upbraid me, Blood Mage. And 1 mana. You wanna kill the Resolute? Humans? Okay. So opponent with a lot of removals here. Not a biggie. And black. Looks like Rakdos is here playing a lot, huh? Playing a lot of Rakdos. Sure. Sure, my friend. Let's do it like this. Can I play you and then something else? No. Can I play you to draw my land? Yes. Can I play my land? And can I attack? Another Raffine is not necessary. And then my opponent needs to be really careful because now I have a double striker that can grow really, really fast. 5 mana. Are you prototyping? Oh, he's not. Who's writing me? Oh, I think I need to go. Ooh. Man of culture, huh? Man of culture. I play you. Auto pay. Say artifact. Done. Can I play you as an artifact? Draw a card. Resolute. Okay, and then let me see what you have in your hand left. Oh, okay. Okay. Choose. Choose. Choose, bye-bye, bye-bye, choose, choose. 6 mana, so 1 more land and I can already play it. Do I wanna play it? Not really. But Raffine is fine. Right? Right. Okay. Okay, my friend. This was a really weird flex, but okay. Chup, chup. And the turn. Resolute next turn, and then we can Fleshgorger. Fleshgorger. Wow. Okay. Sure. Sure. Fleshgorger. Oh, no, not enough. Now it's enough. Fleshgorger. Fleshgorger. My opponent is still missing some mana to cold cast the Fleshgorger, but we are definitely good with it. And my opponent thinks to prototyping it. We should, yes. But we still be able to attack for 7, my opponent just for 3, and then on the way back we attack for much more, obviously. So let's see what my opponent has. See what my opponent has, what my opponent can do if he top decks another burn down the house to deal with my Fleshgorger. I mean, he has obviously a lot of... Okay. He has a lot of possibilities here. Good game, good. Down to 2. Less chance for my opponent to top deck something that will save him. Most likely... Fleshgorger. Fleshgorger. Nice. Nice, my friend, nice. Nice. This is it, my friends. This is it. I need to leave, sadly. I need to leave, but I promise you something. So, at first the deck has super legs, and you can win. I think I am super positive. About 60%, but I need to play a little bit more with this deck to really tell you where my win rate is and where am I standing with the final versions and after a little bit adjustments. If you like Esper and you like these prototype things, craft it, go for it. If you have more wild cards, do it. Because I need to leave now, but obviously family, but I will definitely check this deck a little bit more out and revisit it maybe in few weeks when I have a little bit wider collection and maybe a little bit more wild cards to spend, because there are some prototype cards that I want to include that will be just perfectly because they are 2 mana prototype. This assembly worker, I think it calls, where it's like a 2/2 with vigilance, but it can put counters on itself if you tap it. So This one I want to definitely craft 4 of, so we have the possibility to blink it too to make it bigger, but also just if it stands on the board we can make it bigger. So this deck is really, really versatile. I will revisit it, definitely, I will keep it in mind. So far, for now, I would say, yeah, definitely craft it, it's a good deck, I enjoyed it a lot. And if you enjoyed it, you know what to do, otherwise I hope to see you in the next one. Ciao!